The land of Israel is not just a geographical location, it holds immense spiritual significance, often referred to as the Promised Land in the Bible. God's covenant with Abraham promised this land to his descendants, making it central to biblical history and prophecy. This divine promise, however, came with a condition: obedience to God. Throughout the Old Testament we see a recurring pattern. When the Israelites honored God, they experienced peace and prosperity. However, when they strayed from his commandments, they faced severe consequences, including wars and exile. This cyclical pattern highlights a crucial aspect of Israel's existence. Their fate is intricately linked to their relationship with God. The Bible, with its numerous prophecies about Israel, provides a framework for understanding the nation's tumultuous past and its complex present. Understanding these prophecies is not just about delving into ancient scriptures, but about gaining insights into the ongoing geopolitical realities of the Middle East. The covenant God made with Abraham established a unique relationship with the Israelites. He promised them the land of Canaan as an everlasting possession, but this promise came with a set of blessings and curses. Obedience to God would bring blessings, including peace and prosperity. However, disobedience would lead to curses, one of which was constant conflict with their neighbors. Leviticus chapter 26, verses 14 to 17, vividly describe these curses. But if you will not listen to me, I will bring terror on you. You will sow your seed in vain, as your enemies will eat it. These verses foreshadow the numerous conflicts that would plague Israel throughout its history. From battles with Philistines and Assyrians to conflicts with Babylonians and Romans, Israel's disobedience often resulted in warfare and suffering. The curses outlined in the covenant serve as a stark reminder of the consequences of straying from God's path. One of the most dramatic prophecies concerning Israel is the prediction of their exile. After King Solomon's reign, the kingdom was divided into Israel in the north and Judah in the south. The prophets repeatedly warned both kingdoms about the consequences of their idolatry and wickedness. Their warnings were ignored, leading to the Assyrian conquest of Israel in 722 BC and the Babylonian exile of Judah in 586 BC. These events, while devastating, fulfilled the prophecies foretold by Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel. Yet amidst the prophecies of exile, there was also a glimmer of hope. The prophets, while foretelling the scattering of the Jewish people, also spoke of their eventual return to their homeland. These prophecies provided a beacon of hope during centuries of exile, sustaining their faith and identity. After centuries of dispersion, the 20th century witnessed the miraculous return of the Jewish people to their ancient homeland. This event, culminating in the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948, resonated with the ancient prophecies of restoration. Isaiah chapter 11, verses 11 to 12, speaks of a time when God will gather the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Similarly, Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 24 states, "For I will take you from among the nations, gather you out of all countries, and bring you into your own land." The return of the Jewish people from all corners of the globe against all odds and after centuries of exile is seen by many as a powerful fulfillment of these ancient prophecies. It signifies not only the resilience of the Jewish people, but also the enduring power of biblical prophecy. Jerusalem, a city contested, a prophecy fulfilled. Jerusalem, the spiritual heart of Judaism and a sacred city for Christians and Muslims alike, stands at the center of many biblical prophecies. Its significance in eschatology, the study of end times, is paramount. The book of Zechariah predicts that Jerusalem will be a cup of trembling and a burdensome stone for all nations. This prophecy seems to resonate with the city's tumultuous history, marked by conquests, destruction, and constant struggle for control. The ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict, with Jerusalem at its core, further underscores the city's volatility and its capacity to ignite global tensions. The gathering storm, biblical warnings of future conflicts. While the return of Israel to its land is seen as a fulfillment of prophecy, it is not necessarily an end to conflict. In fact, many biblical prophecies warn of increased turmoil in the regions surrounding Israel, particularly in the end times. The book of Daniel speaks of a time of distress, such as has not happened from the beginning of nations until then. This period, also known as the Great Tribulation, is described as a time of unprecedented global upheaval and conflict, with Israel at its epicenter. These prophecies paint a sobering picture of the future, suggesting that the current conflicts in the Middle East could be a prelude to even greater turmoil. Understanding these prophecies can provide a framework for interpreting current events and preparing for potential future events. The significance of Ezekiel 38, the Gog and Magog prophecy. One of the most debated prophecies concerning Israel's future is found in Ezekiel 38 and 39. This prophecy speaks of a future invasion of Israel led by a mysterious figure referred to as Gog, the leader of Magog. While the exact identities of Gog and Magog are debated, the prophecy describes a coalition of nations, including Persia, which is modern-day Iran, Kush, possibly Sudan or Ethiopia, and Put, possibly Libya, that will attack Israel like a storm and cover the land like a cloud. This prophecy is particularly relevant today, given the escalating tensions between Israel and Iran. The prophecy suggests that this regional conflict could eventually escalate into a larger conflagration involving multiple nations. Interpreting the signs. Are we living in prophetic times? The convergence of numerous geopolitical events in the Middle East, coupled with the fulfillment of some prophecies related to Israel, has led many to believe that we are living in prophetic times. The rebirth of Israel as a nation, the escalating tensions in the Middle East, the rise of radical ideologies, and the increasing global instability are seen by some as signs pointing towards the fulfillment of end-time prophecies. While interpreting prophecy requires caution and discernment, the events unfolding in our world today cannot be ignored. It is essential to study these prophecies, not to predict specific dates or events, but to gain a deeper understanding of God's plan for the world and to be spiritually prepared for the challenges that may lie ahead. The importance of understanding biblical prophecy. Understanding biblical prophecy, particularly those related to Israel, is not just an intellectual exercise. It has significant practical implications. It provides a framework for understanding current events, especially in the volatile Middle East, and for recognizing potential future trends. Furthermore, studying prophecy strengthens our faith by reminding us of God's sovereignty and His faithfulness to His promises. It also serves as a call to action, urging us to pray for the peace of Jerusalem and to be prepared spiritually for the challenges that lie ahead. A hope for peace, the ultimate fulfillment of prophecy. While many prophecies concerning Israel speak of conflict and tribulation, it is crucial to remember that the ultimate message of the Bible is one of hope and redemption. The prophets, while warning of judgment, also spoke of a time when God would establish His kingdom on earth, a time of lasting peace and prosperity for all nations. Isaiah 2 verse 4 speaks of a time when nation will not take up sword against nation, nor will they train for war anymore. This vision of a world without war, with Jerusalem as its center, offers a beacon of hope in a world often characterized by conflict and division. Understanding the prophecies about Israel, therefore, is not about predicting doom and gloom, but about recognizing God's ultimate plan for humanity, a plan that culminates in peace, justice, and reconciliation for all.